Hello guys.
Okay, so this has been the most in demand topic and we have come together after a while to make this video, but we have received a lot of questions that what should we be doing if in case we want to pursue a qualification that gets us here in Dubai or gets us to UAE as a teacher. Even if we don't have a B.Ed or any other teaching qualification, can we pursue with any online qualifications which makes our life easier and we can grab a job or that assures us that we will be able to work somewhere within UAE? About the licensing system which is getting established within UAE, and we have done our bit of research to bring this topic in front of you, and we would also be suggesting you how this works, the steps of the process that you have to follow. It's called the TLS, which is the Teacher Licensing System.
तो इस वीडियो में हम आपको बताएंगे क्या डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपको चाहिए होंगे टीचिंग लाइसेंसिंग के लिए, किस टाइम पे आपको चाहिए होंगे, किस टाइम पे क्या प्रोसेस इन्वॉल्व है, ये सारी चीज़ें हम इस वीडियो में कवर करेंगे.
And because the market is becoming really competent, you need to know all the steps well in advance, and you need to know how you can keep yourselves updated to secure a job.
So stay tuned, let's get the video started. So the first step when you think of teaching licensing process, what that is all about, let's say if you have all the required documents, then you are in an eligible position to get the job. So first you apply for a job. The employer will look for all your qualifications. If you have all your qualifications that gets you a teaching license here, then the employer will shortlist your candidacy. Now, there are certain documents that you need to apply for a teaching licensing, which we will talk about in a minute. But before that, first step is interviewing. Once you interview for a job, then you get selected. After you get selected, you sign your contract, then your HR will tell you these are the documents required from your side that you have to send to her for them to get your work permit, your visa, your teaching approval. So those documents that you need to apply for a teaching approval from the ministry, let's say in Dubai it's KHDA, in rest of the Emirates is Ministry of Education. In Abu Dhabi it's called Abu Dhabi Education Council, that's called ADEC, and ADEC pass is required. That approval from Abu Dhabi Education Council is known as ADEC pass. So the documents that you require are your bachelor's or master's, whatsoever is higher. If you have your master's, then you should also have your bachelor's attested. And we have made a separate video of what all authorities you have to get your documents attested from. You can check that video for that information. So let's say your master's degree, your bachelor's degree have to be attested along with one teaching qualification. In India, you can do Bachelor's of Education, which you do for 2 years, and now there are also many qualifications available within 1 year. Like if you have studied in UK, then you know that after doing your bachelor's degree in your subject field, then you have to do a PGCE qualification that gets you a qualified teacher status. Now, if you were not born in UK, then there are several options from different institutes within UAE that gets you eligible to work within UAE, also to have a teaching qualification that is worldwide recognized. And we will give you that option once we go to that section of the documentation.
So when you get selected and when you receive your contract, which is a draft of the contract, your HR asks a list of documents from you, which is your master's degree, your teaching qualification, or whatever degree you have. And when you submit all those documents to your HR, she sends it further for the approval from the ministry. Now, the ministry is called from different names in different Emirates, but she sends it further for the approval. Once she has your approval, then only she'll be able to give you the final contract for you to be able to sign. And your contract, the draft contract that you've received, is not eligible until and unless you have received approval from the ministry. And it's one of the clauses which is mentioned in the contract in itself that you have to have it approved for this contract to be eligible. So it only is eligible once that's approved.
Absolutely. Once you get your approval, then only your contract actually is working, it's functional, because you have met all the clauses mentioned in your contract. Then your HR applies for your work employment visa. After getting your work employment visa, you come here. When you come here, the first thing that you're told from your employer is to create your profile or teaching licensing system,
for which you have to get registered through your Emirates ID and upload all the required documents which are asked on the TLS system. On the screen, the list of required documents are flashing right now, so you can take a note of what all documents are required when you make a profile.
Absolutely. So when you have all those documents in place, then you will get your provisional license, and that provisional license is valid for 1 year. And within 1 year, you have to book for some exams. First exam is pedagogy exam, and the second exam is subject specific exam. Like for me, I have to go for a pedagogy exam if I know how to teach, and the subject specific exam is for music because I'm a music teacher. Once you clear those 2 exams, then you will be in a position to get a full license. But one more catch, and the biggest catch here. One document that I've told you to apply for teaching licensing system is certificate equivalency. And the certificate equivalency is one more topic that we have to make a video on, a separate video, because that is a process, and we will upload that video as soon as possible after releasing this video that tells you how to apply for certificate equivalency. And like, there's one document that you need which is called teaching qualification. We get tons and tons of messages saying that we have I have bachelor's degree in physics, I have bachelor's degree in maths, but we don't have B.Ed. Do we need a teaching qualification to be able to work? Yes, that is the answer. Yes is the answer. And if you are not wanting to apply for 2 years bachelor degree right now, then you can also apply for a teaching qualification which is available by SURASA. SURASA is offering a teaching qualification which is acceptable worldwide. That qualification is accredited with OFQUIL. So OFQUIL is an awarding body जो कि बहुत सारी qualifications award करती है UK के अंदर. उन्हीं से approved एक qualification है UK की which is called PGCTL, Professional Graduate Certificate in Teaching and Learning. अब ये qualification is on level 6 as per UK qualification framework. Level 6 as per UK qualification framework is a bachelor's degree level, and level 7 as per UK qualification framework is master's degree level. So this qualification is bachelor's degree level in UK, and level 7 as per UAE qualification framework, which is again bachelor's degree.
But it's not for 2 years, is it?
No, it's not for 2 years. It's not even fully for 1 year. It is only for 10
to 11
months.
Yeah.
In 10 months, from wherever you are in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, anywhere, you can do a teaching qualification, and that is recognized by UAE everywhere worldwide, and that makes you an international teacher from wherever you are. And the best part is that SURASA has partnership with international schools in UAE.
And once you do your teaching qualification from SURASA, you are in a very good position to apply for the schools not only within UAE but internationally as well, as the global market for hiring teachers is growing bigger and bigger, and the shortage for the teachers is only increasing. So we become in a very good position to apply, isn't it?
Absolutely. Actually, SURASA first started with Less Transformations Learning Private Limited Institution, and then later on थोड़ा सा अपने courses को technology led करने के लिए इन्होंने एक नई firm खोली which is SURASA Institutions, and बहुत ही अच्छा outcome है. Like for example, when I was working in my previous school that I was working with, मेरे colleagues थे, they have done this teaching qualification that enabled them to join an academic school here in
fact,
UAE.
In my experience also, a few of my colleagues have done the same qualification, and they have gotten their placements.
So because of their connections here with the international schools, they get placements for you, and since SURASA's purpose and vision matches our vision of opening this channel, which is to help our fellow colleagues.
We also want to help everyone back home, and their vision is quite similar. And it's not just back home, it's anywhere and everywhere where the teaching qualification has not been in place properly, and that is a hindrance for you to get a job internationally. So it's for all of you who have not been able to do the teaching qualification, because we know the developed regions around the world, developed countries, have their teaching qualifications and the licensing system in place, and they all provide an year-long course after the person has, you know, decided that they want to do teaching for the rest of their lives. But the regions like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, in few areas in Africa, and then probably in UAE and Middle East, wherever, you know, around the globe, you see that this trend is now beginning to evolve, where the licensure system is trying to set slowly and gradually. This is the solution that we found which matches our vision, and that's why we are bringing this to you. And we got really excited that okay, we can help our subscribers now with more legit information, since we have, you know, been provided or with all this information by Sirasa itself.
So as an outcome, we are providing you with an affiliated link which you will find in the description. If you're interested in doing this qualification from Sirasa, please click on the link. And obviously you have seen our join feature on our channel. That is just basically to get in touch with us so we can talk, and then we can guide you as per your teaching journey.
It is, though it is with the bare minimum cost, but it definitely helps us filter out the people, those who really need us, so that we can find some time to help the ones who really want to talk to us and want one-on-one guidance. Although we have been efficiently trying to reply to all the comments that we receive in the comment section, but join feature is especially for you if you really want the support on one-on-one discussion that you want to have with us.
As an outcome of this one-on-one discussion, we have a testimonial which we would like to show from one of our subscribers who got in touch with us, and now he's working here in UAE in a school. So if you want to hear that, there you go.
Hi, I am Vinayak from India, and I am a maths teacher at GEMS Founder School, Dubai. My dream of teaching to Dubai turned into reality, and the whole credit goes to Strings and Strokes, that is Sahil and Priya. In India, whenever I used to watch their videos, their playlist Teaching in Dubai, I always felt I wish I could connect with them, and I talked to them. Then I came across this video that talked about subscriptions. Then without any second thought, I subscribed, I went for gold membership, and I got connected to Sahil over LinkedIn. And I shared all my concerns and my questions. And if I had a list of doubts, we often had Zoom sessions as well. In spite of being busy in his school hours and with the YouTube, Sahil always found time to revert me, to reply me, to acknowledge my messages. His support is definitely what I was always looking for, and I've always got his support. Whenever I used to send him the message, whenever I used to talk to him, he has always replied and always solved all my queries. It doesn't matter if they were lame or very important. So I highly recommend you not just to watch his videos, but to subscribe and go for the membership if you really want to. If you really wish to come to Dubai, and if you are firm with this decision, then go for the gold membership. Talk to him, get all your queries resolved, and make a decision. Well, for me, all I can do is say thanks to the channel Strings and Strokes, to Sahil and Priya. Thank you very much for bringing Strings and Strokes into existence. Thank you.
So coming back to the TLS system now, this is one of the certifications that you get. You have an option which helps you getting the equivalency certificate, which also needs you to upload your master's or bachelor's or your highest degree along with the teaching qualification, because in the equivalency, what's happening nowadays is the ministry here directly communicates with the university, and then they have to approve that you have done so and so course from the university, which makes you eligible. Only then you can continue to teach here.
So talking about certificate equivalency, as you mentioned, yes, so there are two ways which we will cover in a separate video. The ministry is directly going to correspond with the university. Now there are different methods that we will cover in our separate video on certificate equivalency. for now. So let's say you got approval, you came here, you created a profile, you got verified from your school, and you got the provisional license, and you cleared both the exams, pedagogy and subject exam, and you have uploaded your certificate equivalency, then I don't think there is anything that is a problem here. One more thing, by the way, so your bachelor's or master degree that you're going to get certificate equivalency from your embassy also will be will be supported by your immigration record. So they will check when you did your bachelor's degree or master's degree, you should be in your own country. Like any qualification that you have done after coming to UAE from any other university, like distance education or online program, will not be accepted. It has to be a regular degree, and they're making sure.
The online education is being supported, like Surasa is also,
Because that has been approved from MOE.
Okay.
So MOE has approved this specific course.
And just to mention one thing very important, that all of this process that we are talking about right now starts after you have secured your job. Okay, first you meet the requirements of the documentation, which you also look at under the job description, but all of this process starts, the TLS process starts after you have secured a job, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of questions come like what do we have to do for the TLS, how do we gain the equivalency? You don't have to do anything unless you have a job here already, right?
Yeah.
That is all we had to cover in this video. If you liked our content and if you like the hard work we are doing, then please support our channel by subscribing to it, and you can put all the other comments and questions that you have in the comment section, and you can follow us on our Insta account as well and put the comments there as well.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Bye bye.